Welcome to this week's Wednesday Word of the Encouragement. One of the things that has been really speaking to me is how interconnected all of the scriptures are. If God is truth, and He is, and everything about Him is truth, and everything about His story is true, and it fits together and it makes sense, and there's wonderful beauty there. And so I find it an encouragement to see, even in the story of creation, messages of who God is and words of encouragement to us. Our verse for this week is Genesis chapter 1, verse 14. I want you to listen to it first, and then maybe we can unpack it a little bit together today. Genesis 1:14, in the story of creation, we read, "And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the sky, to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark the seasons and days and years." You know, I think it's wonderful that even as God was making His beautiful creation, He was sending us a message about His faithfulness. You know, when you think about it, and it even tells us in several places in Scripture, that God's faithfulness is shown to us through the seasons that come and go. As we know that the sun will rise in the morning and it'll set at night, we know that God is faithful. In fact, we know that as long as we continue to see this, we can see that God is in control. I'm not sure what part of the country you're in when you're watching this week's Wednesday Word of Encouragement, but those of us here in eastern North Carolina, when we see that sun come up and starts to warm the day, we want to quickly forget about those ice storms we've recently had, the few snow storms we've had, and we're thinking about spring. And we can know spring is coming because God is faithful. And in creation, He gave us the lights in the expanse of the sky to remind us that spring is coming. And spring is coming because we know God is faithful. I really hope and pray that you're encouraged by this look back at the creation story and look at the things of nature that remind us of God's faithfulness.